Yeah.
Holy intros.
W intro.
W fresh new intro. Gang, how we doing? How we doing? Chat, welcome back to a live episode of the coin toss. Let's fucking go.
I'm kind of enjoying these lives. I think we all are, chat. I would love to hear. I think we would all love to hear if you're enjoying the live over the post-produced coin toss and set. I think we are.
Yeah.
I don't know why I fuck with it so much more. I feel like it's just more natural conversation rather than fucking Rav just spoon feeding odd shark narratives.
Okay, dude. Where are you getting the previews from last week? Let me know.
Hope everyone's having a great week. We made it to Friday. Big weekend ahead. Rav and I were both on Ravcations last week. We didn't get a chance to sweat out our wagers together.
I got to sweat out one of them.
Huh?
I got to sweat out one of them. I guess not with you.
Yeah.
But I did get to watch ASU.
Yeah.
I was just
I was in Hawaii, had my whole family tail that wager with the frogs.
Have his flowers.
Yeah, I'll give
Deserves them.
I'll give you your flowers.
That was just beautiful. We can get to it later.
I don't know how we blew that, but anyways, let's take a quick look at the recap from last week. If we got that pulled up this time, we sure do. We sure do. 3-3 for me, but Lane Kiffin's telling the whole world to take the over. That should fucking pay out from the books, right? Yeah, I bet. W Whale. LC with the Arkansas.
Yeah.
Lookies. They just did not show up in that game. Didn't they get waxed?
Oh, it was horrid.
Horrid.
It was horrid. Not good. It was never close.
It was never close. Sometimes it's better that way to just fucking chalk it and move on.
Mm-hmm.
Rav, USC is just honestly really, really, really bad try from Rav here on the Trojans. Didn't they lose outright?
Yes, they did by 1.
Wow.
I'm sorry, by 2. Yeah.
Wow.
Winning field goal.
That was in the get nice, right?
Yep. Only like the loss for the 3rd week now.
Nah.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Cock tease, dude. I'm in the same boat as you in the search. I can't get one to save my life. All those like minus 250 favorites are just biting me in the fucking ass.
You're telling me, man. And Oklahoma State was so sharp. I think they lost by 18, 20.
Yeah, something around there. 17, 18.
Firing Gundy was always Oklahoma State, keeping that one within the number. W. Preston's narrative play Great sell job on that. Unfortunately, we don't have Preston this week, so we don't have a narrative from him. Super, super unfortunate. Maybe we can send a text or something, see if he has a whale. And then we squad rode the under in the TCU ASU game, which, if I'm being completely honest, I don't remember or recall that being a squad ride wager. Am I tripping?
I mean, like I introduced it at the end of our segment of ASU and TCU saying we should just squad ride the under because I think we all agree that it was probably the best wager besides sides.
Yeah.
Preston's actually on vacation in the Galapagos after cashing Jonah Tong for his TD last night. And LC.
Come on, baby.
And LC.
Right.
What a shit game that was. We got some big games this week. No Preston this week, so it's just us four here. Not Jonah Tong, bro. You know what I meant. I have a feeling today is going to be super interesting. I feel like some people are coming in hot, ready to chirp. I'm all for it. Please, because I'm being completely honest here. My wagers have been dog shit in football, especially college. The Pikkit plan already down 20 units. I've got 3 Pikkit plan plays from this weekend and wouldn't be shocked in the slightest if those also full fade as well. So GG's there, but let's get started early with game number 1. 11 a.m. bright and early tomorrow. We got Cincinnati and Iowa State. Cincy being a short 1.5 point favorite at home, unranked against number 14 Iowa State. I'm going to start with Rav here.
Wow.
Rav, would love to know where you're at with this one, brother.
Yeah, well, obviously the line is jumping out. Probably the biggest jump out line out of the entire slate this week. Cincinnati favorite at home. Iowa State number 14 in the land. When I was, trying to cap for this game, I could not just stop and actually think about what Iowa State has really done to warrant the number 14 ranking. I mean, they've beat Kansas State, Ireland week 0. Kansas State now looks like shit. They beat South Dakota handily. South Dakota also looks like shit. They barely beat Arkansas State on the road. That game was fucking horrible. They had plenty of opportunities to lose that game, and they also barely beat Iowa. And I was not that impressive either. I tried to look for an angle to kind of give out Iowa State its flowers. And the one thing we know is Sorsby is that he's not that great under pressure. I went and checked Iowa State's pressure rate. They're the 3rd lowest pressure rate team on defense in the entire country. 3rd lowest, only behind UNC and UCLA.
Looking up pressure rates.
Wow.
Love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pressure rates.
So, additionally, Iowa State also recently lost both of their Big 12 caliber cornerbacks, Jontez Williams and Jeremiah Cooper. I think the line is telling what you need to know here. This is Cincinnati. I think Sorsby's going to sling the rock against a secondary that now has lost both of their Big 12 caliber cornerbacks, and they're not going to get any pressure on him. I think this is a Sorsby masterclass loading for Jovan.
Wow. Rav with some extended lab work pulling up pressure. What was it? Pressure percentages?
Pressure rates.
Pressure rates. That's a new one, dude. Let's go. I'm also on that side as well. I don't have a whole narrative. I don't have pressure rate statistics. More so just give me the unranked favorite at home. I know LC has her opinion on that strategy, but give me Shoresby when the lights are brightest to get the job done and kick us off on that weekender bender that we cooked up earlier on PrizePicks with his pass and rushing yards. But hopefully the trend, similar to college basketball, that always comes through. Give me the unranked favorite at home. Hopefully it works on the gridiron for us. But I don't know who I want to hand it off here next.
Hold on. You said it always comes through, and yet you were on TCU last week as a ranked away underdog.
Yeah, that was fucking cat meat. Okay,
I just want to put that out there.
Appreciate that. Who do we go to next? LC or Jovan? Let me get Jovan, and then let's have LC take us home on this one.
Trying to build something over there.
Let me hear from Jovan.
What are you cooking over there, man? I mean, what do you want me to tell you here? Because you know where I'm at.
Give me off the dome sell job, no pressure rate, off the dome. Why is Sorsby winning this game at home, man?
I'll tell you why. This game was played last year, and you remember how awful Sorsby was through the air, which wasn't really his fault, but like they didn't push the ball downfield against Nebraska at all. He had double-digit passing yards. This game last year against Iowa State was that game. In the Iowa State game, he ran for 140 yards, but he was 10 for 18 with 60-something passing yards. A lot of the reason of that was they didn't have weapons last year. The wide receivers weren't good. They couldn't get open, and you had really fucking good corners on both sides of the line. Those corners, one of them has a torn ACL. I forget what the other injury is, but they're both out for the year. Rav talked about that.
Also
Which means he's going to be taking shots, which is great because when the offense opens up, not only does that open up the rush lanes, but obviously like Sorsby wants to throw the ball downfield. That was a big reason why they struggled towards the end of last year because they weren't doing that. You're going to see that a lot. Sorsby, as long as completion line is 41.5, you will be throwing a couple of those for that long, or at least attempting a couple of those this game. That'll be the reason why they win this game. That's the reason why they're favored. The big win that they've been searching for in the Satterfield era is tomorrow.
Okay. Great off the dome sell job. LC.
Yeah,
First of all, I want to shout out your new setup. It looks fucking fire flames. W's.
Let's go.
Fire flame emojis.
Let's go.
Let's hear your take here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I will be alone on this one, but yeah, I hear a lot about Cincinnati's offense, but what about their defense, right? And if Iowa State, in my opinion, can just stop Sorsby, they win this game. I trust their defense. I don't trust Cincinnati's defense. It's that simple. Give me the Cyclones.
Wow. LC, you think Shoresby's a good quarterback?
I don't. I don't. But I also, probably my favorite play in this game is the under 55.5. Neither team really runs a fast tempo paced offense. So I think we see a lot of stalled drives. So I do like that under as well.
Okay. Any coincidence here on your pick, considering I asked ChatGPT what they think and they like Iowa State?
What?
I'm just saying it's a coincidence that ChatGPT likes Iowa State too.
Yeah, well,
Say that word.
I can't say that word. That's one word I cannot say.
Quidditch.
Oh, are you trying to say I asked ChatGPT about this game? Is that
That's
what
what
you're
I'm asking. Yes.
No, I did not. I did not.
Loki might be a valid ask.
That word and gift certificate
in this office.
I'm not going
gift
to disrespect. I do like to ask it who it likes to score in NFL games. Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with asking ChatGPT. I have no problem.
See what it says. It doesn't mean I tell it, but
I know. I have no problem.
Really got ChatGPT up and moving for this game.
But yeah, those two words in the English language I cannot say. The one that I just fucked up and gift certificate. I can't say it. All right. Anyways, LC, thoughts on the classic unranked favorite at home narrative? You think that's fake sharp bullshit?
yeah, a lot of times I do. Because if it was that easy every time, then we wouldn't be here.
Facts.
I had a good thinking last week, huh?
All right. Well, it's LC versus the world. Chat, give me a 1 if you are taking Shoresby and the Bearcats in the chat. Give me a 2 if you are taking Iowa State. Let me know. Let me hear what you guys think about that one. In the meantime, I mean, this is arguably the second biggest game of LC's season coming up. If not the first most important game, honestly, at this point. Texas versus Florida. Jovan's had this game circled since before preseason even started. I feel like we've been talking about this game for eons. Texas, Florida, in the swamp. Line movement here, moving heavily towards the Gators. I think it opened up at 7.5. Now I think it's down to 5.5. Rav, let's hear where you're at with this one, dude.
Yeah, it's like both these teams are like mirror images of themselves. Really good defense. Elite defenses for both, honestly, and then just really shit offenses. They've had somewhat similar of the same problems on offense. Arch has been a little underwhelming. Lagway's been a little underwhelming. Florida's run game, especially too, they have not been able to get that going, even though it should be way better than it is. This comes down to just two things for me. One, the strength of schedule for Florida and just the amount of SEC competition that Lagway has played in the past. Obviously, the home narrative is also strong for Florida, but I mean, Florida's played the second most difficult schedule in the country. And, you have Texas struggling against UTEP at home. That just doesn't feel good for me, for anyone, honestly, in good conscience to tail Texas with the points on the road here. So I'm going to be taking Florida, but I mean, just single U play on Florida. It's just a really ugly game. I honestly don't even know if I want to watch this game. It's just going to be fucking ugly.
Oh, we'll be watching it. But I agree about having a hard time picking a side in this one. Just two shit orgs, to be honest. And this is a perfect time for me to whip out the good old SEC matchup narrative. I love this under. I love it. I will be on that as my PRD in this one.
It is supposed to be a little rainy there, so
even better.
Yeah.
Little wet field. Arch ain't fucking slinging it in the wet. LC, I know you got to be nervous going into this one.
Pause. Wet balls every day in practice, doesn't matter what. So they're used to that. Anyways.
Why do they have wet balls in practice?
Because we prepare for everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody does that, man. We did that in high school.
It was a big topic of conversation, and Sark came out and said that, and people are like, "What the?" So.
Yeah. Before you give your sell job, two of the most popular PrizePicks squares on the board for college football Saturday are both Arch Manning touchdown squares. Any concerns about that?
No.
No?
No.
Not at all. All right. Well, what's your thoughts going into this game?
I mean, yeah, I don't obviously like to see the line movement, but what I do know is we do have the best defense in the country. And what I want to see in this game, I'll just tell you what I want to see in this game. I want to see us just send the house at Lagway because I think he absolutely shits down his pants as he has been. He's not good. And I want to see us be able to finally establish the run. If that's Gibson, Clark, I want to see a lot more arch plays because Florida's defense, they suck against the run. So if we establish that and just win in the trenches like I think we should, we're going to be fine. But yeah, I do think it's a low scoring game, but yeah.
If you had to pick one guy to go off in this game, what's the narrative? Who's
if I had to pick
feasting?
one guy, it's probably going to be Jarrett Gibson, our running back. I know you don't know that.
Man,
I know you don't. That's all right.
just thought you were going to say your boy, your white tight end.
Injuries?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be him, but I want to see us establish the run. That's where we're gonna win this game.
Okay. Jovan, I mean, you've been hyping up this Florida whale for eons now.
Yeah. We'll go as planned. Sticking with
We'll go as planned, he says.
I was saying that in the sense of I'm betting it, of course, with Florida, but I obviously think they're going to win this game. Thing is, the Florida run defense has been really good over the course of when they've actually been healthy. They've had a couple guys missing on the line. They'll all be back for this game. Florida defense, I don't think is the concern in this game, but I think the matchup gets interesting when you're talking about Lagway versus the Texas defense. The Texas defense is fantastic. One of the best units in the country. Probably not the best, but they play a lot of man coverage. And it wasn't a coincidence last year. Lagway and Florida struggled early in the season. The schedule was hard, but they also played a lot of zone-heavy teams. The second they started playing man coverage teams where Lagway didn't have to read a defense like he did against LSU this year and he threw his 5 picks, he was a lot better. And now he's a little ailing with an injury or whatever. He's healthy over the offseason or over the bye week, not the offseason. He's going into a man coverage heavy team, which he has done well against when he's seen all of those looks so far this season. So I think if there's any silver lining to Lagway having a good game, it's the fact that he's not going to have to read a defense nearly as much or read his own defense nearly as much this game. So I think he shows up. I sneakily like the over despite the two good defenses in this one, but I more so, of course, like Florida with the points in an upset.
If this one doesn't go as planned, I think you got to retire DJ Lagway and the Florida Gators. I'm shocked that you're even willing to back him after what he did to you the other day or the other week. Yeah, he sold your Demon John.
Yeah, that was cock tease.
I mean, I knew what I was getting into with that.
with Chad saying OSU has the better defense, if y'all swear Arch sucks or whatever, Texas crossed the 50, 5-6 times against OSU. OSU did it twice and just happened to score both times. So y'all just don't know ball. I'm sick of it.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Y'all don't know ball.
Get him.
Fuck yeah, I'll see.
A whole lot of
He's you last week too. Get him.
They think because I'm a girl, they can just come at me, but it's a whole lot of this. They don't know ball.
Any rebuttals to anything from Javon's sell job?
No, I'm just excited for tomorrow. That's all I got to say.
Wow, it sounded like a player press conference. Nah, it's ready to play the game.
I really did.
One thing about Florida too that I'd like to add is that they started off like shit beginning of last year too. And although it was Lagway that kind of gave them the spark plug, like, we are getting into the point this year where they did start winning at this point last year. So, maybe this is a game where they can start putting shit together finally, but I mean, I doubt it.
I mean, what's up with the slander on LC's name? You think she couldn't name 2 players on any other team that's not a QB? That is disrespectful.
I'm not feeding into it.
Yeah, man.
That is, yeah, I'm not even
I
reading.
came with the target on my head today. That's all right. That's all right.
That's when I feel like you're at your best, though.
Yeah, welcome to the club, LC.
Yeah, honestly, where the fuck Ravs in chat?
There are
I haven't
none.
seen enough of those.
Yeah, a little light on the fuck
It's
Rav.
Opened the door with Chat GPT and they ran with it. So here we go. Appreciate it. Very good.
I'm sorry, man. That was fucked. All right. We move. Next game. Huge game. Rematch from last year's mega upset. Vandy versus Bama. Bama coming off a big win on the road last week against their rival Georgia. Winning that one pretty convincingly. Georgia, horrendous wager on my part. Apologies there. Mega line movement on this one. Bama, I think it opened up at 13.5. I think it's back down to 10.5. My whale's in this one, so I'm going to hold off on a sell job. But I'm going to go to Rav. Rav, thoughts on this game, brother?
Yeah, so this was the biggest shocker in college football last year. I mean, they were 22-point underdogs and won outright at home against Bama. And it was actually the same scenario, too, where Bama was coming off a win post-Georgia at home. Now they're coming off a win post-Georgia. Now Bama's going to be home. And I think a lot of this game, for me at least, is tracing back to what happened last year. Last year, Vandy ran the ball down Bama's throat. They had a 42-minute to 18-minute time possession advantage, which is insane. And they were 12 of 18 on third down, 1 for 1 in fourth down last year. And it begs the question as to whether Bama really did focus on this game last year. They're fully prepared. I mean, they were coming off a win against Georgia. And I think this year it's all the same. Vandy is, again, a top 20 rush offense. Bama sits around 70 in rush defense. Vandy's top 20 again in time possession. But I think Bama now this year has taken the type of mold that I think Vandy was last year and how Vandy beat them last year. They're also top 25 in time possession. They moved the ball very well in Georgia, who's a much better defense, much better team overall. And I think for Vandy, they have not faced a top 50 pass offense all year. And Ty Simpson has been just throwing the rock, especially the last 3 weeks. And they don't turn the ball over either. And that's a problem that Bama had with Milroe last year. And Justice Haynes, the now Michigan running back, I'm forgetting his name. It's just a much more consistent offense this year. And I just think FSU woke the team up and woke the defense up. And I think they're going to keep Pavia contained. And they're going to do to Vandy what Vandy did to them last year. I think this is a complete role reversal. And I think Bama absolutely wipes the floor with Vandy. I think they have this game in the back of their minds from last year, and they're going to come for the fucking lick back. And I think Bama's here. We thought that they'd be here this year. It took a huge step back when they lost to Florida State. Everyone thinks this could be a letdown game from Georgia after a huge win on the road. I completely disagree.
Rav GBT, dude. No. Great sell job.
Thank you.
Could you argue that this year's Vandy team is better than last year's?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But I think this year's Bama's team is also way better than last year's.
Okay. Valid. LC, thoughts on the Bama Vandy?
Yeah,
Where's your head at?
I couldn't agree with Rav more. I think a lot of people are expecting this to be like a little letdown spot after Alabama just beat Georgia last week, but they remember what happened last year, and I think they absolutely run away with this one. I don't think it'll be close.
Good luck, Rowdy.
Rowdy fading Bama. Let's go.
Best of luck, man. We can Berg on feed if you want.
Berg on feed. Wow, look at Rav turning on Rowdy after one slice of cake, man. That's all it took for you to turn on Rowdy.
No, I respect it.
Jovan, where's your head at, brother?
Saddle up, Rowdy, because I'm taking Vandy. I think as much as it is kind of a repeat of what happened last year, Ryan Grubb, the Bama OC, called the game of his life against Kirby last week, which he put 15 different personnel sets against a really, I won't say really good defense, but a really well-coached defense that maybe hasn't played to expectations so far this year. But that was he had a counter for every single look they gave him. He put out things they'd never seen before. That felt like the kitchen sink game as far as play calling goes for Alabama. So, like, is he going to bring all that stuff out, and is it going to be as new and novel as it was against Georgia? Probably not. The Vandy defense still isn't great, though. So, like, I'm not going to sit up here and say that the Vandy defense is going to shut down Alabama. Although the squares that have been showing up on PrizePicks for the entirety of the week in the pass rush receiving category have been very cake. Even the ones we took Taylor Green last weekend. All of us love that. Ty Simpson's been chilling up there for the entirety of the week, the only square in that category. So that usually doesn't mean good things, but I think Pavia is going to do it again. Pavia magic is too much for this Bama defense and Bama team. They may not win, but I think this is a one-possession game.
Wow. Well, I'm going to save my well-thought-out sell job for this one later, once we get to the whale segment of the show.
I just think that one more thing. I just think that people are hip to the Pavia underdog just gimmick almost. Like, I'm kind of getting sick of it, honestly. Like, he's been great. He's definitely made me money as an underdog. He's been great as an underdog. Vandy's been unbelievable. I mean, we're talking about Vandy in a top 16 matchup right now. Who would have thought that 5 years ago? I think it's just run its course.
I don't know. I think by the time we could say it's run its course is when people actually respect Vandy as a team.
I feel like people do respect Vandy.
Realistically, Vandy is a lot better than the 16th best team right now in the country.
Probably. That's fair.
W's. Big game in that one. I need Pavia to run like he's fucking Lamar. LC, you think he hits his rush yards?
Ooh.
60.5.
60.
60.5? I don't know, 50-50. I don't really have a lean in that one.
And that's why we call it the coin leans.
Yeah, that's good.
Classic.
All right. Speaking of leans, let's go to the next one. Miami, Florida State. Very, very fishy line in this one. Miami -3.5, -4.5 in some places. Number 3 team in the country traveling to Florida State, who's number 18 in the country. Pretty high total here. I personally put Miami -3.5 in the Pikkit plan. Really confident about that wager.
Shit's cake.
What's that? Shit's cake?
Oh.
Really?
Dude.
Really?
Pikkit plan.
Let me hear Rav GBT's sell job.
You want a nugget to start it off?
Yeah.
As a road favorite of at least a field goal against Power 4 competition, Mario Cristobal, Miami head coach, by the way, if you didn't know, has gone 16-26 against the spread, failing to cover by over 4 points per game. That includes 4-12 at Miami. Meanwhile, Mike Norvell, the Florida State head coach, 7-1 against the spread as a home dog against ranked opponents. He has won 4 of those 8 outright.
That is definitely, yeah. I'm not sure if that's Rav GBT or Oddshark, but
that is a trend that I found online. How do you think I'm finding that? I'm thinking I'm loud enough in my own head, going back and looking myself. No, I found it online.
Yeah, why are we acting like we don't all look online?
Seriously?
Like, what?
Trent just doesn't know.
Remember all these stats?
I mean, but no, it's just like I pull out the same nugs sometimes, and it's just like, oh, he's reading
Because
off.
we
Fucking-
know
Oh, any nugs.
We
I
know
have
you're not
nugs.
putting any effort to get those nugs.
Dude, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? All right, Rav. Clearly, you're taking Florida State here, or what?
Yeah, I am. It just feels like the perfect spot for Florida State. I think what they need to do is, and I think what they're going to do is just stay committed to the run. Miami is a top 5, top 10 run defense in the country. But I trust Gus Malzahn, especially after a loss, to cook in the run game. I think that they're going to find creative ways to run the ball, especially with Castellanos as well. And I don't think Miami's played really as, I guess they played Byron Brown, and Brown did run pretty well against them. So this to me is a perfect spot for Florida State off a loss against Virginia. I think they're pissed off. I go back and think about the crowd of week 1 against Bama and how much that mattered into the game. And I think it's going to matter here, especially for Miami. This is their first road game of the year. So I don't think Miami's ready. I think Beck has also been inconsistent in the pass game. He's thrown 3 picks. I think there's a couple picks coming from Beck. I think they're going to find a way to pull this one out of him.
Wow, that was actually a pretty solid sell job. I'll tip
Thank
cap
you.
for that.
I'm down.
If your sell job gets me to feel a certain type of way about the side I'm on, that means you did your job. That's how I'm feeling. Can't say I felt the same way about the Iowa State sell job.
It's kind of gross, bro. But I didn't really like Florida State to start the year, and I don't think a lot of people did. But I feel like too many people are out of them after last week, and too many people are loving Virginia, which I'll get to.
Yeah, kind of interesting that we've gone through the 5 biggest games. No one has a whale yet. Where the fuck are we gonna? Where are you guys taking us? But before we get there, LC, thoughts on this game?
Give me the under. Love the under. I think both teams come out playing pretty tight, and I just don't see this being high scoring whatsoever.
I could see it being a book of shoe game. Total's pretty high though.
It is high.
Okay, Jovan.
To go with the Knowles plus the points.
Nice.
Not going to overcomplicate it with how I would like to bet these spots. This is the biggest Miami-Florida game in this rivalry in probably over 10 years, at least a decade, especially with the trajectories that both these programs are on. This is probably the biggest Miami I'm back here ever since. Now you got a ranked versus ranked matchup, and one of the teams is coming off of a colossal upset, and the other team is coming off of a really good start to the season in non-conference with a lot of big wins against big programs, but can add a little asterisk. As good as I think Miami's defense is, they faced CJ Carr on his first road start, which he still looked kind of good, but the play calling was a little weird in that game, and it was still a field goal game. They faced DJ Lagway in Florida's offense, which was in a tailspin prior to the bye week. And they faced USF, which, cool story. They're one of the better group of 4 teams right now, but were they really going to compete in that game? Another one on the road in Miami in a tough environment against that defense? I don't know. So a little asterisk. I don't know how good Miami really is. I don't know if the gap is as wide as we think it is between these two teams, and especially with this big rivalry game at home coming off of that spot, Florida State. I'll take the Knowles and tally.
Okay. Yeah, I don't feel great about my Miami wager. This feels like a square pick. Wait, college game days at Bama Vandy?
Yeah, which is kind of ridiculous.
Stupid.
I saw people bitching.
We should have bitched about that earlier at the beginning of the show.
Game day just keep slurping the SEC, man.
It's pure propaganda. It sucks.
God awful.
God awful. All right. Well, there you have it. 4 biggest games of the weekend. Y'all heard all of our sides and leans and plays in that one, or in those 4. I mean, we got no whales on those 4 games except for me. Cat's out of the bag. My whale of the weekend is going to be Vandy plus 10.5. I forgot about the intro. I forgot about the fucking
Shout
intro.
out Josh or Nick, whoever that was.
So sorry, Joshy or Yale, whoever that was. But yeah, my whale of the weekend, Vanderbilt plus 10.5. Perfect fade spot here against Bama. Coming off big win. Biggest win of the season against Georgia. I think they're going to get fat, happy, and complacent at home. And I think they have a shot here, a real shot to lose outright against Vandy for the second straight year in a row. I need Diego Pavia running like he's Lamar, or I guess not Lamar anymore. We'll call it Jalen Daniels because Lamar doesn't fucking run. But yeah, give me Vandy with the Sharps. I want steak with the Sharps on this one. Feel like Bama's going to be in everybody's lays. Bama minus 10.5 feels free. Yeah, I bet. Give me Vandy with the points plus 10.5. Give me Pavia rush yards. Whale of weekend. Book it. Let's go.
We ask it.
What?
Other than Pavia, one player.
No shot. Like negative shot.
I mean, like, why? Why?
Just trying to see if you retained anything from last night, man.
You mean, dude? Quarterback for Bama, or are you asking about Vandy players?
Asking about Vandy.
I don't. When did we talk about any other Vandy player last night?
Thought you were laughing this, man.
Dude, what? All I need is Pavia to just take us to the promised lands. Okay, get off my ass,
I
dog.
respect that.
Thank you.
Dude, I thought you actually labbed and knew it, and I thought you were about to drop sack right there with the player. That wasn't even like a try and get you spot. I thought you were about to drop sack and be him.
I mean, I can fucking ask ChatGPT real quick.
No, dude. No.
Fuck all that. All right. I couldn't name one player on Oregon last week. You faded me. They won outright as a 3-point dog. And I was bitching.
Dude, I'm with you.
I was bitching. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Penn State, man, that was fucking hilarious.
Horrendous program over there. All right, you heard my whale. Let's go to Rav next. Rav, whale of the weekend. Oh, sorry, my type of whale. Dude, I always say sperm whale, and it doesn't usually work out. Give me a beluga, dude. Just good old fashioned beluga.
There we go. Belugas haven't failed me in the last 3 weeks. Actually, they did last week. So I'm cooked.
What do you think?
My
what's your
whale, it's in the second biggest ACC game this week. Everyone's gonna be looking at Miami and Florida State. And there's another big one going on in Louisville, Kentucky. It's Virginia, Louisville, and my whale is Louisville minus 6.5. Everyone is in love with Virginia after that crazy game, overtime game over Florida State where they won. The entire feed somehow cashed on Virginia plus 6.5 or whatever it was, whatever the spread, plus the ML. I did as well. And I think they might stick with it. And I think this is the perfect spot for Louisville to finally get going. We're used to Braum and the Cardinals always being near the top of the ACC. They're 4-0, but they've really not looked that great. The offense has looked a little inconsistent. Run game hasn't been able to get going, and they have two great running backs, including Isaac Brown, he's one of the better running backs in the country.
Have you named
The pass rush among the best in the country. Miller Moss and the passing attack are putting up yards, and any mistakes they're making on offense has been washed away by just the crazy good defense that they have. And I think Chandler Morris, who threw 3 picks in that game last week, is going to have a little bit of a struggle on the road against this good pass defense. They're going to be able to get to him and make it uncomfortable. And I think on the road, they take a step back. Virginia loses. Louisville covers minus 6.5.
Wow.
It does scare me, though. USC was minus 6.5. A lot of those 6.5 bets have not been coming home. I think this one does, though.
Okay. WSL job from Rav there. Minimal stadium postage. I like it. Louisville minus 6.5 could be a good piece for the can't lose Pikkit play.
Yeah, and Big Cheese already knows my whale is in Norwalk.
How did he know that? Did you consult with Big Cheesy the types of whales?
Yeah, we talked pregame.
Wow.
You are underwater.
What in the Darth Vader?
We're better.
Okay.
Okay. All good. Sorry about that, chat. LC, whale of the weekend, and what type of whale?
Yeah, give me Wyoming plus 3.5. They're playing UNLV. UNLV's defense is just absolutely horrendous. They depend on their offense to backpack them. I just don't think they're going to be able to do that against Wyoming's defense. So give me the Cowboys.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love that. Utah went into there and struggled. Dan Peters struggled, and it's hard to play in Wyoming.
It is, dude. It is.
I'm gonna throw a challenge flag here. Can we name a player on that field lacing them up?
Caden Anderson. Do you want Samuel Harris?
She was
Unsuccessful
ready for
challenge.
that. She was ready for that.
Hold on, who's the receiver? Chris Durr.
Chris
Come
Durr.
on, bitch.
That's his name,
Come on,
Chris
bitch. Don't have
Durr.
to play me
Yeah.
again.
That's a fake player.
It's a real
That's a
play.
fake player.
It's like their only wide receiver.
Wyoming. I'm checking to see if my book even offers this game.
Such a bitch.
All right. What type of whale is Wyoming?
I'm gonna go blue whale.
Blue whale.
Yep.
Okay. At home, plus 3.5 against UNLV, 6 p.m. Okay. I can buy in. All right. Wyoming blue whale. Jovan. Whale of weekend and type of whale.
Let's take a toothed whale out to College Park to find out. Everybody think it's a bounce back spot after losing your Super Bowl, coming up just short against Ohio State. Washington's got to go cross country to play Malik Washington and the Terps, and I'm taking the Terps plus the points. This Washington team's good. Don't get me wrong. Jonah Coleman's fantastic. Damon Williams, our guy, fantastic. Fell short against Ohio State. That's nothing against them, but it's a tooth whale because this Maryland team keeps getting disrespected because everybody thinks it's the same Maryland team that starts hot in non-conference, picks up a win, and then falls flat on their face every single conference season in the Big Ten. Got news for you. It ain't that same team. Malik Washington is not any freshman. He's one of the best freshman quarterbacks in the country. You're about to see that. You're about to find out about Maryland. You already saw him go on the road in his first road start against a bad Wisconsin team, albeit, but you saw him go in and absolutely destroy them. A little bit was that defense too, but took a first road start on the road with absolute ease. Now you get similar spots to what USC had when they came to Maryland last year against a much worse Terrapins team. They're going to take care of business. And another upset. Get ready to storm the field in College Park.
Why is Maryland getting so disrespected?
It's just because they can't get respect until they show it against a real team.
Yeah, but I mean, 10-point dogs against Wisconsin, even though they're not real.
They're not going to adjust until they pull one off like this.
Maryland plus 6.5. Also, I kind of got a little frustrated when you said that he fell short against Ohio State. There was no falling short. There was just no falling short.
They're falling short.
No.
You will here too, but sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, wailed them.
Time to find out the Terps got some teeth to them.
Who's the quarterback for the Terps?
Malik Washington.
I wasn't like testing you. I genuinely wanted to know if it was.
He's a freaking dog.
It was still fake to him.
Bryce Underwood clone, not because they look the same, but they play pretty similar, except he runs a little less.
Okay. A toothed whale. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
First time told.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw a challenge flag there.
Pretty well.
Okay. Well, those are the whales of the weekend. We've got Vandy from me, Wyoming from LC, Rav, forgetting your whale, Louisville, Louisville, and Javon's on Maryland plus 6.5. We'll see how those go. That 4-leg whale lay is going to get you plus 1,000 if you take all 4 spreads.
We're kind of
whale records. W whale records.
We're kind of due for a little 4-0 whale week. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I thought I was so much better than that record, but whatever.
Well, I mean, double-headed whale. That's 2 right there.
What was Javon's whale that chalked?
Yeah, I didn't have one. We were talking about that earlier.
What do you mean?
Was it the week that you weren't on? Like the week before the week you weren't on?
No, there's only 4 up there. I had Notre Dame over week 1, San Diego State over, Oklahoma State, and Memphis.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Daniel fucked up.
My wells, but that's changing.
Yeah, we need to change the vibes on that, LC. Come on. All right. Honorable mentions for this week. I'll start us off. Bounce back spot, revenge game for the fucking TCU Frogs against Dion's Buffs. I bet Sonny and the boys are going to drop Nuck, and I don't think they're going to let up at all throughout the entire game, losing in embarrassing fashion the last time these two teams played. As a 21-point favorite, TCU was in that game. And I was front and center for the piss. This is a perfect bounce back spot after a tough loss last weekend. Give me the Frogs to win by 20 plus. Honestly, this could have been my whale of the weekend, but I didn't want to just sound like I was being biased towards the Frogs with no lab work. So we made it an honorable mention. Let me hear. I'm going to save Rav's CVS receipt for last. LC, give me. Huh? Yeah, I only have one honorable mention.
So soft, man.
I want more, dude. I'm gonna say it every week. We need more. I want you to literally go through the board and just pick.
What happened to the show I love, man?
Dude, I'm sorry I'm not Mikey Overs fucking watching 17 different games and knowing all the quarterbacks and putting the trash can emoji or the green check mark against 17 different plays.
I need that from you.
That's just not my style. It's really not. LC, any honorables out of you?
Yeah, I'll be telling you. I'll be riding with you at the TCU. Also,
Wow.
give me Mississippi State against rat shit A&M. All I needed to see from that game, by the way, was little A&M's men, Yale leaders or whatever, changing their uniform to all black to match the team's uniform. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's so cheesy. And then also Baylor against Kansas State.
Okay. Baylor against Kansas State. I'm going to bookmark that one for a potential can't lose piece.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. Also, I wanted to start bringing an honorable mention every week. That's just a crazy ball sack game. Strong lean on Georgia State plus 20.5. Strong lean. Not sure if I'm going to get to the counter yet with it or not. Very confidently.
I'm not even gonna bother asking because I know the answer.
What?
Like, what were you seeing?
What's the answer?
That you don't know a single player on the field.
No shit, dude. Can you name one?
I'm not the one pitching the play.
Well, you're asking for more. I'm giving more. And this is why I don't give more.
No, I want you to give more, and we won't say a word.
All right. Well, strong lean. It's Georgia State plus 20.5. Bookmark that for tomorrow. No, Pip. What?
18.5-point spread, dude.
Yeah, I'm not scared of those numbers. I've taken plus 35.5 with who did I fade BT with? Was it No, it wasn't Old Dominion.
Wofford.
Dude, you should take Campbell plus 42.5 against NC State. Just throw that in there.
Oh my God, that's a lean.
Sharp.
Campbell soup. LC loves Campbell.
I love that shit.
Where even is that school?
I used to know.
I think South Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
south or north.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they used to be so goated. Go to baseball school.
All right, W honorable mentions. Jovan. Honorables.
Might have to join you on the Frogs, man.
Remember the last time the 3 of you were on the Frogs?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, wait. That was last fucking week.
That was cool.
Donation.
That was cool. Remember the first time too?
Nope. Doesn't matter.
In North Carolina, where I was there to see it. Trent wasn't. But we'd be dropping some duck on Dion. Late night, Cal +3, JKS show against Duke after a legacy comeback win. That Duke defense is nuck, and he's going to be throwing all day. They're going to win.
It really is Nuck. It's crazy how Nuck it is.
Bad.
Cal +3 for the late nights.
Late nights. Then last honorable for you, over in the Clemson, North Carolina game. Max Johnson now starting for Bill. Gio Lopez, speaking of that game, dog shit quarterback who's now benched when he's really just, they say he's hurt, but he's really got benched because he's absolutely god awful. The only time that offense has looked somewhat good is when Max Johnson is playing. Now they get to play Clemson defense that is somehow not good, and Clemson is about to have their belt ass game to help that total. But they honestly might put up that on his defense alone. The total's 46.5. I would not be shocked if they go out there and this game is 48-14.
Wow.
I would love that. Even though they're so dead, I would just love to see some glimpse.
Yeah.
All right. W honorable mention. Sounds like the Frogs spread could be a small ride.
South Alabama.
Wow. You just dropped that?
Trent on that shit, man.
Hey, Trent, I want you to read this. Georgia State is ranked last in total defense and scoring defense, allowing 50 a game. That's exactly why I'm fading, brother.
See, that's a little, I don't know. That's a skewed stat in your defense because 3 of their games, they played Murray State one of the game. Then they also played Ole Miss, Memphis, and Vandy. So they clearly really good offenses, some of the best in the country right now. So yeah, they're going to be bad.
Pip, you think they're just going to dangle that stat right in front of you and then pay out fucking put my Krabs hat on here? If it were that easy, dude, I'd be in the Galapagos. Also, Rav, kind of soft. You did not include. Oh wait, you haven't even given your fucking. Let's get to Rav's honorable mentions.
Hey, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say soft. You didn't give the specific honorable mention, but you're probably gonna say it. Let's hear it.
Honorable mention: Kentucky plus 19.5 against Georgia.
Yeah, can you say who they play?
Yes. Honorable mention: Clemson minus 13.5. We're going back to the well.
Versus
UNC. Honorable mention: UCLA plus 24.5. You've got Penn State off a loss, traveling to Los Angeles, and that is a trap if I've ever seen it. I love fading to travel. Taking UCLA, it's fucking gross. And speaking of gross, even grosser, Oregon State, ML at App State. This time I'm tailing. I'm not fading the travel. They are 0-5 and only a
They're
point
so
under.
bad. They are so bad.
who?
They're
Oregon
so
State.
But I
Yeah.
did think about taking them this weekend as well, but they're so bad.
That's like classic gross fucking play.
Yeah.
0-5 against 2-2. That's like Sam Houston, except it might actually hit. All right. I think that's honestly. Oh, one more. Houston plus 11.5 against Texas Tech at home. I love that. I almost made that my whale.
Dude, you still didn't talk about the one I wanted you to talk about.
What?
Oklahoma minus 45.5. Wasn't that you that told me that they got to win big with Mateer out in these games in order to keep respect from the committee?
That was indeed not me.
Who was that? That was
Josh.
Joshy. All right, well, sneaking a Joshy honorable mention nug in here. Totally thought that was Rav. My bad.
Josh, wait, what was Josh saying?
Kind of a W play though.
How they need to keep it up so that they're good
He's
with the.
just saying he needs to route the shit teams, or they need to route the shit teams in the absence of Mateer in order to keep the respect from the committee.
Yeah, it's not a terrible point.
W's. Yeah, I mean, laying 45 is just.
For a game that like we're not even gonna want to care to watch tomorrow.
I guarantee you it's Maul. It's gonna be 65-3 final. Calling it now. 65-3.
North Texas.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't the game. It was a backyard brawl last year.
Yeah. Let's craft up the Can't Lose Fugazi powered by Pikkit Sports. I am in so much need of this to come home tomorrow. I want to wake up tomorrow knowing what I have locked in. Graphics are on feed. The slips are nuked, and I'm excited to come to the stream. LJ Martin bumped down 7 yards.
After a bump up, too. That's gross. Gee, fucking.
No. No.
That's like Kobe Parkinson getting bumped under 10 last night. We knew that shit was cake.
Yeah, I'm done, dude. I'm fucking done. My whole day is ruined. All right. Can't lose. Can't lose Fugazi, powered by the Pikkit Sports app. Shout out the gang over at Pikkit. Go download the app if you guys are not already tracking your plays on there. We are due to smack one of these. I need it real bad. Who wants to start us off? Rav, you got a can loser?
Yeah, Louisville.
Louisville on the money line.
Dude, especially with Virginia last week winning the way that they did, I think people are gonna really bite the cheese,
Bite
the
the
plus chick. Yeah, not bite the chick. Sorry,
Chick.
I was like, what?
they're gonna
All
bite
right.
the chick with Virginia, and it's all Louisville.
Minus 245 Louisville for Rav. That'll do it. That'll do it for me. LC, you got a can't loser.
I mean, you were talking about Baylor. Did you want that?
I have no qualms with Baylor. Usually you kind of clutch up with the plus chickies, but if you want to go Baylor, I'm more than down with Baylor. Because you could go Wyoming, but that could be way too cute. Your call, though.
It is our whale.
I mean, I do think Wyoming wins. But if you want something safer, obviously, then
I mean, I like we could put both in there. I'll take Baylor. You take
what the?
Wyoming.
I'll give you plus check.
There you go.
Okay, okay.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Huh?
Should we leave Wyoming out of it?
Are you gonna give South Alabama?
All right, LC. Which one do you want? I don't care what it is.
Mm,
What do you want me texting you, bitching about, or glazing you for?
Texas ML.
We can't do that.
Well, he's not that in Florida.
What do you want me to glaze you or bitch at you for, LC?
Dude, Chash is gonna fucking bitch, dude. You can't fucking win around here. You can't win around here.
What do you mean, bitch? Bitch about what?
I be bitching. Of course she's saying that. It's fucking I hate everyone. Anyways,
Dude, if it's Texas, it's Texas. If it's Baylor, it's Baylor. If it's Wyoming, it's Wyoming. I want LC's.
I'll just give you
gut call.
Wyoming.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Wyoming.
Nah, wow. I'm in.
Yeah, you're about to learn Laramie, Wyoming, Trent.
Learn it, dude. I want to learn. All right, plus 145. Tickles. All right, Jovan.
Florida. States.
Oh,
What?
Rockies action.
That was crazy. Really, you have balls on tape for Florida State winning outright?
Yeah. So now you don't want to put Maryland in there. It's a little too fat for your liking.
Maryland's way too bad.
God, this is a. Should I find a plus chick?
No.
Yeah, Trent wants
But it's gonna be real bad if Louisville loses in
They're
the
not,
2
dude.
plus chase. But you know what that means? We have a little wiggle room now to lay some heavy juice.
Memphis ML minus 25.
Minus 1,800.
Yep.
Nah, I'm down to cut that in half and take the Froggies
We
at
get
minus 520. What am I looking for? Florida State plus 160. That's plus a thou wow.
Mhm.
Plus 985 without even trying. Louisville TCU,
Wait, are we inquiring with Josh or no?
Wyoming, Florida State.
You might have to inquire with Josh.
Josh, any inquiries? Yeah, it is already plus 1,000. We might just 4 legs plus 1,000.
Josh,
What'd he say? OU money line. That might be minus 60,000. They might not even offer it.
They're definitely not offered. They stop at like 25.
Josh says he's good.
Nah.
Josh, come on, dude. That's soft.
Snozarelli, Arizona minus 2,500.
What do you say, Trent?
Army. Nah, let's leave it at 5 or 4.
Nah.
Leave it at 4.
That's crazy. Cutting them off.
I'm cutting
That's
it off.
crazy from you.
Dude, Josh
Campbell's
loves
plus
Army.
42 and a half. Holy fuck. All right. I know I totally forgot to bring this up pre-show, but
Okay.
people are begging for us to run it back with the prize picks.
That's what I've been looking at.
Yes. Great news. I don't have anything besides Pavia rush yards, which I don't know if I can get the squad to buy in on that. But Rav, you have a PP square? No chance?
Um,
I'll come back.
I
Jovan?
think I'd go if I can look for others, but right now I'd go Miller Moss, longest completion. Virginia is rat shit at allowing explosive passes. 113th in the country. But I don't know if you want to go with longest completion square, so I can look for another one.
Yeah, I absolutely despise those.
Okay.
Never hit one in my life. Jovan, you have a prize pick square for the weekend that you're willing to I just want the same vibes as last time, dude. It was so much fun, so much confidence.
We were
actually hit.
confident.
We were so dialed too that day.
Oh, this state's also fucking rat shit, and that one wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, it's a little different.
We were so dialed, man.
We started. What set the tone in that entry, that lineup? It's 11 a.m. meet. We knew exactly what we were going to when the slate started. Regardless of how you think the game is going to turn out, you got a team playing with 2 all Big 12 corners out for the year.
Yeah.
Weird favorite for what reason? Sorsby fantasy score, especially because he's the goal line guy too. They don't really have a goal line guy. It's his legs, just like Brendan Lewis.
Is he up?
Fantasy scores up.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Thoughts, Lauren?
I'm in.
I trust.
LC's gonna fucking hate Shoresby if he tells this shit. And so will I.
No.
So will I. Okay, Shoresby fantasy scores. 11 a.m. Love it. LC. You have one ready?
I'm kind of stuck. No, I don't have one ready. I'm kind of thinking Ty Simpson rush yards, but I also like Jam Miller rush yards a lot too.
Jam Miller rush yard might be a look. That could
I
be more.
think that could be free.
It's hard because we're also all 4 of us are on a lot of different sides for all these games. It's not like most of the time we're all on 3 of us are on one side or.
I kind of like the idea of Ty Simpson just beating Pavia at his own game and rushing.
Okay.
Why don't we have 2 squares in that game? Because Bama's rushing defense is really not great.
I wish they had combos.
I mean, I'm down, we can lab right here.
Yeah, we don't have to just click and pray. Fucking
I'm down to
Simpson.
Whatever.
Thoughts on Cedric Alexander rush yards for the Vandy bettors?
Wait, Rav, what about Isaac Brown?
I think it's just gonna be more Miller Moss. Honestly, it's been them. Virginia's defense honestly is pretty good, but they really are not great at explosive passing.
It's also probably that backfield is AIDS. There's 4 different guys not taking carries, and it's difficult to figure out.
I have my square that's not Pavia.
Oh boy.
is Colorado's quarterback not throwing 30 plus times?
Yeah, but they could have a different quarterback though, right?
They could, but I don't know. I like his rush yards.
I think for vanity bettors, Cedric Alexander might get his on the ground. I know you're already on Pavia, Trent, but maybe we diversify a little bit.
I think we should look at Anthony Hankerson for Oregon State's rush yards. He's up for 88.5. Handkerchief. That's insane. I mean, he should get that.
Trent,
Yeah,
can you go with the PP board on your
Yeah.
your thing and screen share?
Yeah.
Let me take that thing out. Now you got it.
Shoresby fantasy scores. What do you want me to pull up?
Pull up Cedric Alexander's rush yard square. Well, I mean, if they're going to be down, that might not be Ma, but I would
He's
set a
also-
combo.
I don't know if he's the lead back anymore either.
They don't have anyone else up.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't. I think over the last couple of games, I could be wrong, but it's been like he's lost his job.
Yeah.
Go back to Pavia again. You want to double dip with Pavia?
I'm trying not to. Trying not to. Can I get thoughts on Avery Johnson's rush yards?
Ugh.
This is so tricky. I don't.
Coach
Against
says-
Baylor, who we know gives up rush yards.
Yeah, I mean that's Rav's system.
That is a ref system.
Coach said we're going to run you more. Ran him back for 75 against UCF. First game back from the bye there, and now they're playing Baylor.
It feels like a.
I mean, that's what he does.
That's what he does.
do
You're
what he
betting on you know, it's not like.
He can't
not
throw.
like- yeah.
I'm down.
It's just I just worry if Baylor's going to get back there. But again, that's what he does. So
You're going to it. It's going to it 2 weeks in a row, though. In the slip.
We didn't have it last week.
Yes, we did. It
Who?
was the only square that hit last week.
Oh, you're right.
Fuck.
I thought you meant fading the Baylor rush defense.
No.
Well, my two nominees would be this or the Colorado passer or quarterbacks past tense, or Pavia. So I'll let you all three decide between those three for my square. What do you want it to be?
I think you just got to decide and put me.
No.
Me, no.
just put meat.
Trent, this is equally your slip as much as it is ours.
Yeah. Like you're not an idiot. You may not lab as much, but you're not stupid. You got a brain.
I mean, I just think we're betting on a guy to do what he does best against the defense who simply just can't defend it.
There you go.
I think it's Avery Johnson.
Let's go.
Okay.
Do
And
it.
we start the slate with two squares, Avery and Shoresby, two goats that we know we can trust. Hopefully. I'm in on that. All right. Rav and LC.
LC, do you have one?
Yeah.
I think I have one.
Yeah, Blake Shapen, pass yards.
Interesting.
Where did that one come from? Or what's the narrative or
Well, they're-
reasoning?
Down to A&M, but I think he's a good thrower. He's going to be able to air it out. Fuck A&M.
I kind of want to pick on. Oh yeah, that looks good. And you know what? That total, Mississippi State secondary has been pretty good until last week. That total is like almost 60 points.
Ooh. That's a dub nog.
Yeah.
W's.
That's a dub nog. 60-point total. There's got to be 200 plus passing yards.
I mean, it's just me fading A&M. They're not good.
Jovan, can you attest to this one?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Rav?
Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Feels nice. He kind of.
Shut the fuck up.
Feels nice, you know.
So nice.
All right, Rav, where are we getting tucked?
There is a really bad. There's another Big Ten game that we didn't really talk about at all. Kind of big, except Michigan State's kind of not that great. It's Michigan State at Nebraska. Their defense for Michigan State has really not been good. The spread is, I think, 10.5. Their pass defense especially is horrendous. They can't get off the field on third down. They're giving up almost 6 yards per play. I think that we should target Dylan Raiola here, my goat.
Potential problem. Very bad winds in that game.
No way.
Like 30 plus mile per hour, which is why the total has gotten steamed down under 50.
I didn't see that.
What about your original read about Miller Moss?
Yeah, I mean, I like that a lot. I think they're going to try to take the cover off the secondary.
Top.
Top off. Yeah, thank you.
300 pass yards.
They don't even have longest completion up.
Man.
Dude, why are we getting jelked right now?
Huh? Oh, yeah, we're getting jelked. About Javon's boy. Rav?
Any other looks, guys? Jovan, do you have any other ones?
I mean, I do. I thought we were doing one square each.
We are.
But we're just bouncing around for a minute.
I mean, we can bounce around.
Yeah, let me bounce around for a little bit more here.
I like Jack Andrews. That can be our middle afternoon square since that's where we're bare in this lineup. There's only so many places you can go with the ball against the Florida defense. Middle of the field's going to be open. Not going to run on them. Not going to pass the outside.
I've got one.
On him.
Rav, surely a Rav 4 will be dropped, right?
Yeah, it's not cooked yet. Can we pull up Kevin Jennings, please? Sorry.
You know what really set foundation last week was a pick square, or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, look at those charts, man. This is it.
Oh,
look at that fantasy score chart too.
Yeah, look at the pick square.
Oh, yes, dude. Let's go Kevin Jennings fantasy score. The Syracuse defense is so bad, both against the rush and against the pass.
I fuck with it. Aren't they? They're dogs in this one, right? Surely.
SMU?
No, they're minus 18. They're dogs.
Are you serious?
Man. No, that would make sense. That would make sense that they're big favorites if this chart looks like that.
Yeah, I love that. And they're off a bye, too, after getting shit on by TCU.
LC, look at this with your eyeballs. Does it look like a winner?
We'll see tomorrow.
Man.
It's up to Shoresby.
No way it's if Shoresby hits, we win. There's no way that's the narrative.
If any of them hit.
Well, yeah.
Man, what?
What we got to do to get LC to buy in on?
Yeah, what? What's holding back?
Nothing.
Nothing's holding you back.
No.
Are you going to place it?
Yeah, I just said that. Listen.
Yeah, God.
Man, dude, LC's tired of the fucking bullshit today.
Side of it.
All right, Jovan, Shoresby. I'm Avery. LC's Blake Shapen. And Rav is Kevin Jennings.
Kevin Jennings. Who's the guy that's always coming into our chat on Saturdays saying that he's a Kevin Jennings Heisman ticket?
Dude, that guy. He was splooging mid-game about that ticket. I think it was Jackson Derulo, right?
Yeah, and then he said after the loss, he's like, all right, well, at least he still can win the Heisman. I doubt it, dude.
God awful ticket.
But he's going to splooge this week.
I sure fucking hope so because I'm about to nuke him. Kevin Greg Jennings.
Put the team on his back.
Chat, how many units?
4.
4.
I don't even know why you ask units. You have no units.
Yeah, you just do whatever you're feeling at this specific time.
Yeah. I'll see, bro. You better be bought in on this shit. I just wailed it. All right, I'm gonna drop knock here in chat.
Can you send it in our group chat too, please?
Yeah. Let me drop knock. There you go. Let me send in group.
This might be a sneak slate, guys. I mean, there's a lot of landmines all over the place this week. I mean, it looks like shit, but could be sneak really, really fun.
I was thinking the same thing. Krabs was talking about last week how the slate was ass in classic Krabs fashion. Literally the greatest slate of all time.
Yeah, what?
Then he said another shit week this week, which on paper, I guess kind of looks like it. But it might have some great games. All the ones we talked about and a couple more.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will be streaming the college football slate hosted by Rav.
So excited to get ready for some teasers, chat. We didn't hit any the last time we went out. That's not happening again.
Teasers.
You gonna be here, Trent? You guys gonna be here or what?
I'll be here, yeah.
Lauren, you coming?
No.
So.
What?
So.
Jovan, I know you'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, chat. We'll lock in that 4-man prize picks. Ride with us. You can also tail the Pikkit Parlay. That's plus 1,000. Post that on the feed tomorrow. 4 whales. And we're good to go. W stream. W chat for hanging around, tuning in to this live episode of the Coin Toss. We will see you guys sweating out the slate, sweating out all the whales and plays tomorrow on Twitch live, Bookit Sports Twitch channel. Gang, any departing words or thoughts?
Rav?
Nothing really for me.
I see Manny has some departing words.
T-Rex.
Here for that.
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
All right, chat. Appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Good luck on all your wagers. We will be seeing you tomorrow morning. GG's, BC's.
We'll be fucking.